2 of Classic City Talks with Classic City Locks. We're your hosts. I'm Mike,
I'm Wes.
and we are so gassed up, ready to get into this week. We just had an exciting week 0, and we got a little bit of a different video coming up for y'all.
Yeah, so the first feedback we received was we want more betting picks. So the next feedback we received, we're going to go through the comments and shout out some people. So thank you, Darren. Glad to see you guys back for season 2. Thank you, Cam. You both make me feel so loved. And thank you, Brian, who says he was able to buy a house after season 1 locks. So excited for season 2. Hopefully, you'll be able to buy another house after today's episode. So, Mike, what do we got for y'all today?
Yeah, so I kind of said it a little bit right as we started. A little bit of a different video today. Wes said y'all want more betting centric stuff. So Wes and I have kind of combined some of our favorite locks of the week. So we're gonna go through those that we collabed on, and then he and I both have a pick that we couldn't really come to a consensus on, but we're gonna share them with y'all. So you can choose to trust us in our combined college football wisdom, or go it alone with one of us, or go do everything we say, because we both know they're all going to hit. So, so starting us off, our lock of the week, which Wes and I think this is just the best one. We have
Yeah.
Iowa and Utah State under 45 total points, right, Wes?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, this one just glared out at our screens from us. BetMGM is actually offering 45.5, so you can lock in an under for that as of today. Iowa unders last season were 9 of 13.
That's
So
crazy.
they scored in order 7 points, 7 points, 27 points, 14, 6, 10, 33, 24, 24. You get the point. Assuming Utah State scores a max of 10 points, because Iowa's defense is like second in the nation. It's amazing. Iowa would need to score 36 points, which they did not do last season.
Yeah.
Their opponent's scores last year, 3, 10, 0, 10, 9, 13. Like, it's crazy. They allowed the fewest points per game last year, and the under 45.5 would have hit in 11 out of their 13 games last year.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, we've seen a little bit of changes in their offense. They added Cade McNamara, from Michigan, but I wasn't really sold on him when he was there. I feel like he didn't always show up in big games. And Wes and I were talking.
He's
He's also
questionable.
been, huh?
He's questionable.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say. He's been dealing with the leg cramps, leg injuries. So, he's listed as the starter right now. So that might add a little more offensive firepower. They might score a little more, but are they really going to want to wear him out if he's coming off an injury in week 1? Like, I don't think so. And even if they do, it's like you were saying, Wes, 36 points. I don't really think that this Iowa team has it in them. Their defense
Yeah,
does. That offense is not.
exactly. It'll be interesting to see. And our final point on that is that Utah State put up 0 points against Alabama last year, who was the only comparable defense that they had in their schedule. That does it for the lock of the week for me, Mike. You have anything else?
No, I think that this is a great line, and I would hop on it because the moment this video drops, that line is gonna move like crazy. So
Exactly.
definitely get on that one. On to the next one. Wes and I both really like this Louisville team at Georgia Tech. 7.5. Louisville's favored by 7.5, 8 on some books. We both really like it. Georgia Tech is 66 in FPI, so in Louisville's 43rd. Louisville, explain it, but you can explain it better than me, Wes. On a neutral field, they're expected to win against an average opponent by 6.8 points.
Yeah, be
Georgia
favored
Tech
yeah,
is expected to lose by 0.6 points. So
exactly.
from an FPI standpoint, that looks great. And then Louisville, we're high on them. They've added some good transfers, bolstered their line a little bit. That we're not really totally sure the starting quarterback's going to be, but I think that they're going to be golden there.
Yeah, me too. And this game is in Atlanta, so Georgia Tech should have the better crowd here, but their turnout is not always the best. I think Louisville comes away with a win by more than 8 here. I'm really high on them this season, so hopefully they don't let me down in the first game of the season. But this was another one that stood out to us. So that's our second pick for you.
Yeah.
Our third pick is going to be Boise State plus 14.5 at Washington. So I was originally I was originally going for this one, and Mike wasn't biting yet, but I kind of talked him into it. The Boise State defense was very good last year. And
Mhm.
this is kind of a weird game in that it's one of those lines that you look at and you think Washington should be favored by way more. So it's a trap game here, in my opinion, for those that want to pick Washington. I think that Boise State will excel, and I don't think that they'll win necessarily, but I think they keep it within 15. So.
Yeah, just from a couple comments, I mean, if you're watching this video, you saw what happened with the USC and San Jose State. And it seems like this is a similar situation. You know, the high power offense, like they may light up the scoreboard, but don't be surprised if this sneaky little Boise State team comes in and, puts up a little bit of a fight. So 14 and a half, they got to win by over 2 touchdowns. I have humbly been convinced by Wes.
Well, wait till next week when I humbly apologize for convincing you.
Yeah.
So what was our just locked out pick, Mike?
So yeah, we gave you our locks. They are going to hit. Who's just barely locked out. We could not get over our fears of UMass plus 35 and a half at Auburn. This looks really good. This Auburn team is rebuilding. There's so many question marks. New Hugh Freeze is coach, but UMass went 1-11 last year. They put up a fight against some teams. Like they what was it, like they limited Texas A&M to 20 points. They would have covered this against them, but then they just got killed by other teams. So there's
Yeah.
too much of a variation there for us.
I'm very on the fence about it. If I had to lean, I would take UMass because my model likes them. But
Yeah.
this was one that I couldn't quite convince Mike on, and he kind of convinced me not to take it. So just locked out is UMass to cover 35 and a half at Auburn. Mike, you want to lead us off with your pick next?
Yeah. So like we said earlier, we both got one pick that we're going in alone on. And as much as I dunked on and am not a fan of Colorado, I've got to chomp on them covering at TCU. I mean, we were ripping TCU apart, saying how the only reason they were really ranked, in our opinion, at 17 was because of the making the national title game. The line is around 21, 21 and a half. I think that this Colorado team, well, first of all, they covered it last year, this line against TCU. Um, and I think that with adding all these transfers together, yes, it's going to be a little, scary. Like, how's it going to work in week one? But I feel like the only way forward for them is up compared to what they've been in the past. Give me 3 scores. I think they can do this. Last year, Colorado lost 38-13. TCU's quarterback was Chandler Morris in that game, and he's going to be the quarterback in this one as well. And I think you got a new coach, new energy, everything. I think that Colorado loses this game, but I mean, they covered this last year, and this TCU team is worse, and the Colorado team can only go up. I don't see why they can't keep this within 21 points. So that's my lock of the week for just me.
Yeah, both those teams too much of a wild card for me to get on board with Mike there, but we got to have a little competition in the show. So,
Yeah.
so my pick that I'm going against him with, that I couldn't convince him on, I've been texting him all day about it, is Florida at Utah. I'm taking the Gators to cover the spread here. I'm really high on Florida this year just because a lot of people are not. I'm a big fan of Billy Napier. They got the transfer quarterback in there, and Cam Rising is questionable in this game. I mean, they're prepared to play without him, but either way, I mean, this was a game last year that people were just completely picking Utah, and then Florida came and shocked the nation. I don't know. This is one that I can't give you a ton of statistical evidence for, but it's just a gut feeling, So I'm going to take the Gators in this one with the points, and that's my pick of the week.
Yeah, I guess keep an eye on that injury report, right? Like if you get that in and then find out that Cam Rising is not playing, that might be a good one. But
Yeah, watch the line movement on that one for sure.
yeah,
Um,
that's a big one for that.
so I'll just go back over our picks really quick. Louisville, Georgia Tech is a Friday game, so make sure you get that in. We want Iowa, the under in the Iowa Utah State game. We want Louisville. You can still get them, at 7.5 point favorites. We want Boise State with the points at Washington. And just barely locked out was UMass plus 35 and a half at Auburn. Mike's pick, he took Colorado against TCU with the points, and I'm taking Florida +7 at Utah. So if you skip to the end of the video just to hear the locks, there you go.
Please don't do that. But if you did, you can thank Wes for covering you there. Let us know in the comments below what you think. Like, if you think we're totally off base, if you think that Deion's going to explode and it's just going to be a nightmare in the playing TCU, if you think that Wes is crazy, for which he is, for thinking this Florida team is going to do that. Let us know in the comments below. Let us know your locks. And yeah, you got anything else, Wes?
Yeah, I will say, we need some more emails. We didn't get enough to do
Yeah, come
that
on,
segment
guys.
yet. I fixed my shirt lighting so far. Hopefully my mic quality is a little bit better. So as you can see, we are being responsive. We just need those responses to to generate some more content. So
Yeah.
thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to the video, and we'll see you next week.